actually is my favorite song on the project. Very near and dear to my heart. Forever completely pretty much just means exactly what it says. God, I'm giving myself to you forever, completely. You're sovereign, you're Lord of all. You're the God of all creation, perfect in all your ways. Jehovah Jireh, my provider. You're pretty much everything, God, so I'm gonna give myself to you. You did so much for me because of the ultimate sacrifice, giving over your son, Jesus, your only son, to die for my sins. So now it's my turn to give myself back to you forever, completely. The concept of this video was pretty much, I believe it was destiny. It tells the story of the prodigal son. And that's a story that has stuck with me from high school all the way up until now. There's a poetry type, prose type sermon by James Weldon Johnson titled The Prodigal Son that I learned in theater when I was in high school, and it kind of traveled with me, and I just enjoyed the story. And sooner or later, it began to kind of tell the story of my own life. So that's pretty much what we came up with the concept of the video. It pretty much tells the story of the prodigal son, prodigal me. You know, God, here I am in all my mess, and I need your forgiveness, and I want to come back home. From this project, you can definitely expect transparency. I wanted to bear all on this project. There are no limits, no boundaries, no nothing. I just pretty much wanted to make every experience, every song has something to do with either something that I've dealt with or something that I've seen or something that I've experienced over time. So every song is extremely personal. So this is like the most transparent body of work that I've ever done in my entire life. Part of me was a little scared at first, but at the same time, I just believe that what God has for you is what he has for you. So it's my destiny to share myself with the world and share the love of Christ and how he's working through me.
It was a pleasure working on this record because it incorporated like just a lot of different things. Had some live drums in there, you know, had some beatboxing in there, a little bit of rock flavor. It was just like a culmination of just a lot of different things, and it's cool. Been working probably I'd say about a good 10 years, you know what I mean? I remember the first record we recorded was actually like, that was like in my apartment, you know what I mean? I had like a little small studio. And the crazy thing, we got a real good sound out of the studio. It's just crazy, but you know, you had to work like 10 times harder to get that sound. You know what I mean? So we worked on that record for like a long, long time. But it's been good just watching his progression as an artist and watching him come into himself and artistically grow in many different ways. You know what I mean? So it's just been a beautiful thing to watch.
There was a time that I felt totally disconnected from God and pretty much everybody in my life, everybody in my path. I just felt totally disconnected. I think the word depression is an understatement. I found myself suicidal for long periods of times. There was a point in time that I actually hated myself, and I couldn't stand to look at myself in the mirror because the image that was reflected back to me, I could see straight through. And I just wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy with many of the choices that I was making in life. And I was pretty much at a place of wanting to give up. But one day, God just kind of picked me up. He made his love real to me. I had a direct one-on-one encounter with God. It was an experience like no other. So I'm grateful now to have experienced a lot of what I've experienced, because at this particular point, I know for sure that I have a story. At this particular point, I know for sure I have a testimony. At this particular place, I know that I'm now ready for ministry.